Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for this new invitation. I'm very glad to participate in this forum. This occasion, I speak a few words about the Argentine's economy. Argentina has been debating the same thing for over 70 years. And while we are aware about the correct order, first stability, then growth, then distributed, time passes, inflation returns, and inequality remains. It's not a problem of a lack of debate, it's a problem of how we are framing the debate. We can think about the economy as a social science. For a long time, economic was thought of us if it were an exact science, almost like a formula that, if applied correctly, works the same everywhere. But economic is a social science. It is shaped by history, institutions, cultures, expectations. In a social science, it is shaped by history, institution. Authors as different and influential as Keynes and Amartya Sen agree on one key point. Economic outcomes cannot be explained or correct with universal receipts applied mechanically. And if there is one country where this is evidence, that country is Argentina. The Argentine problem, repeating cycles, our economic history by market by repeating cycles, bound times, big crisis, persistent inflation, and development projects that never could take hold. This leads us to a central question, one that is not only theoretical but profoundly practical. Should we first establish and growth and only then think about distribution? This is an important question. Or it is possible and necessary to integrate equity from the outset. This presents the two competing approaches. Traditionally, economic orthodoxy respond with a clear sequence. First, stability, lower inflation balances the fiscal accounts, then growth. And only when growth is assured, only then distribution. This point of view is based on the idea of trickle-down effects. If the economy grows at some points, the benefits reach everyone. Furthermore, it was down redistributing too early can scare away investment, reduce efficiency, and jeopardize fiscal sustainability. The uncomfortable evidence. The problem is that the evidence has begun to show something else. Recent research, such as that of Thomas Piketty, shows that growth alone does not guarantee improved income distribution. And the Argentine experience confirms this. Stability achieved without equity is usually fragile, socially costly, and politically unsustainable. The integrated approach in response to this, another paradigm emerged, drawing on Keynesian structuralist and heterodox tradition. This approach proposed something different. Equality not as a late result of growth, but as one of its driving force. From Latin America, Previs and Asilea pointed out decades ago that our economies have unequal productive structures that tend to reproduce poverty and limit growth. From Keynesian economics, we know that wage employment and social protection not only improve distribution, but also boost demand and economic activity. And from Amartya Sen's perspective, we understand that development is not just about growth, but about expanding capacity, education, health, and participation. In this moment, we can think the role of engineering and management. Here, a key contribution emerges thinking of the economy as a system. Engineering teaches us the complex system cannot be solved by optimizing a single variable. Investment in infrastructure, for example, not only creates jobs today but also increases productivity tomorrow and reduce structural costs that fuel inflation. Economic management, for its part, connects these technical tools with social objectives, progressive taxation, efficient spending, monetary policies that protect employment, and financial regulation that expand credit without generating crisis. The Argentine reality. However, none of this happened in a vacuum. Argentina faced chronic inflation, low investment, high levels of poverty, and significant institutional instability that undermines confidence and expectation. History shows that extremes don't work. Neither the inequitable assessment of the 1990, which ended in a crisis, nor the expansion without macroeconomic anchors, which indeed of in inflation. In contrast, experience like Uruguay's shows that it's possible to combine stability and a reduction in inequality with gradual and consensual policies. The proposal. So, what does an integrated approach means for Argentina? First, inclusive stabilization, lowering inflation without destroying demand and eliminating regressive spending. Second, grow with productive inclusion, investing in infrastructure, industry, and SMEs. And third, sustainable distribution with a progressive taxation, investment in human capital, and smart social policies. The problem isn't choosing between stability and social justice. The problem is continuing to believe that one follows the others. In the 21st century, development isn't built sequentially. It's built by integrating stability, growth, and equality. That is Argentina's true challenge. This is the end. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.